All right. Let the yapping begin, I suppose. I feel like I got too much stuff on my desk, yo. I feel like things are always falling over. Oh. I gotta reorganize my desk. It is getting a little too cluttered. A little too cluttered for my taste. All right. We got Chromophone 3 still up, still making acoustic sounds, but I kind of want to switch it up. Maybe try out another synth. I bought a bunch of synths during Black Friday. Probably a bad idea, honestly. I got too many. But oh well. Might as well try some of them out. I have this one called Lion loaded up. Let's see if we can make some stuff with it. We're trying to make a drum pack. I love drums. I don't know what it is. I love synthesizing drums. Alright, let's check out some presets. Load preset. Does it not just have presets? Yeah, I might not mess around with this. There's too much going on here that I feel like I need to learn. And that is probably a better offline thing to do. You know what I might do though? Because I already know this one. I might load up a little microtonic. Microtonic is great. Have this as a backup. And keep going on Chromophone. Because I feel like Chromophone was doing it. I was designing some cool sounds. And I'm actually gonna load up a brand new preset. The default snare. Let's see. I kind of gotta like keep track of this better. All right, so this is where the snares start. I got, yeah, that's a kick. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 snares. Okay, that's not bad. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 kicks? That's not bad. 15 snares-ish. That was a clap. And 20 kicks. All right, what I'm going to try and do is design some more snares. Maybe 5 more. We'll do 20, 20, 20 kicks, 20 snares for now. And then I kind of want to get into like tuned, or not even tuned, but maybe like hand percussion. That can be fun. I like hand percussion, like bongo type stuff, you know? So I'm going to keep this on snare for now. Let's see. Interesting. That is, I like the I guess it's the resonator A sound. I don't want the key tracking up. I actually want the pitch envelope up. And I need to figure out what to do with this noise. And I don't know. Turning down the hold sounds better to me. And I don't know how long to do the delay. It had it at like 0.1 or 0.01, which I guess is 1 millisecond. How long can you go up? You can go up to 10 seconds. That's crazy. Yeah, maybe we'll do like tiny delay. Ooh, you can kind of like tighten up the noise. That's cool. I like that. Interesting. I like this closed tube thing, but I kind of want to try some other stuff. Ooh. There's a lot of cool little sounds you can make with this. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if we go in, add some EQ. Let's take that low end down. Yeah, I'm like boosting the mids. 1.6K is good. And then maybe a little bit of the highs too. I don't know how I feel about this snare. It's not snappy enough, you know? Ooh. That's fun. Let's see. What else can we do? All right, I feel like if we combine these but don't do it in coupled mode, it is a lot cooler. This is kind of like a shaker almost. But like with a little more oomph. And yeah, I'm definitely clipping, but I don't really care. Because it gets normalized when you start messing around with it. Ooh, this is cool. This might be something good to layer. Let's see. I like that. That's unique for, it's kind of like a snare shaker combo and also kind of clappy. I like it. Let's record it. That was a pretty interesting one. It sounds definitely very realistic, which is the vibe I'm going for right now. I would like to have some realistic synthesized drums. As funny as that sounds. Because like it's like you could just sample real drums, but I don't want to do that. Ooh. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we could come up with. I tried learning FL Studio today, or like maybe getting back into it. I feel like I need to do it on a Windows machine though, because it does not work well on a... It just does not work well on a MacBook. I don't know what it is. But I was just like running into bugs and I did not like it, so I shut it down. But I might install it on my gaming PC. Maybe I'll stream from my gaming PC and actually play some games too, because I've been playing a lot of Megabunk. I haven't played it in a few days, but that game is addicting. It's very fun. Let's see if we can get... Ooh. Okay, there's something here. I wish there was a way I could control the decay more. Maybe I just do it with the hold. So short decay, a little bit more hold. I don't know how I feel about this drum head. Maybe let's try. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, no, that's not it. Membrane is not it. It's got to be the drum head. Okay. Let's turn the noise down. Ooh, this is cool. Maybe turn up the noise decay a little. I wonder... All right, this is kind of cool. I want to cut out a little bit of that low end. Interesting. Kind of like it tuned high. And have it go a little bit lower. Like have the pitch envelope go in reverse. And then let's try a different membrane. Maybe we'll do 2 drum heads. Maybe this is a little bit lo-fi. What if we couple them? Yeah, if we couple them, we gotta do full. Okay, open tube. Almost sounds like a, what is it, a phaser? I wonder if okay, I do have poly on, so I can play polyphonic snares. Maybe add some distortion, perhaps. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the effects on the Chromophone 3. I'm gonna be honest. They're not my favorite. They're not bad. They're just not, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel as good as like, I mean, the Microtonic doesn't have effects, but I like the sounds more. I don't know. Some of the sounds. Now, Simplant effects are pretty legit. Hold up. Let's throw that on the Chromophone. See if we can. I like that reverb. I actually like that. Let's let's increase this output a little. Okay. Ooh, I could use the clipper. That's crazy. That's too much. Okay. This is mono. Kind of like the width at like 50%. Let's see. What can we do with the reverb? Okay, so reverb duck kind of feels like a pre-delay, maybe a little bit. Ooh, okay. All right, very small length. And then let's see what. Ooh, I kind of like the size bigger. That's cool. All right, we're recording it. Nice little stereo accent snare type of deal. This one's definitely not your main one. God, I love drums. I just love making drum one-shots. I don't know why. It's very addicting. At least for my dumb brain. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what other sounds we can make. Let's start over. Let's load up the basic snare again. Interesting that the noise is too sharp. Turn it down in the mixer. Let's turn off the effects for a second. Definitely sounds like a drum. I don't know how I feel about this closed tube. Okay. Without the closed tube, it's a little bit... Yeah, it's just too dark. So you need like the tube, I guess, to make it brighter for some odd reason or another. Ooh. Changing the hit position is good. I wonder... Cause like this is, I want like the fatness in the like low end a little bit, but I want the pitch envelope to do better. Oh boy. Oh brother, I might reset this and start over. We got too far away. I like that. I like that. Okay, so this is, I guess, resonator A is like the top part of the snare. Resonator B is like the bottom part. Noises are the snare wires. Okay, I'm figuring it out. Ooh. Okay. Yes, we're getting somewhere. That's a nice one. I like that one. Let's see. Want it a little bit darker. I feel like I can make the mallet sound softer. Like, kind of want to make it sound like the mallet is something like this, you know? Has like a little, I don't know what this is, like maybe cotton or something. It's like an actual snare behind me. But yeah, I feel like that would be cooler. But so that's probably somewhere here, like in the 160 hertz range. No noise, I assume. I honestly can't ever hear what the color parameter does on the mallet. Ooh. I think adding a little bit of noise though, just unfiltered, kind of rounds it out. That's cool. I like that one. Yeah, this one's a nice one. No effects. It just sounded good. I mean, it had some effects, but not the Simplant ones. You know, more synth companies should do what Serum, Simplant, you know, probably a bunch of other companies. I'm forgetting. Omnisphere just did it, where they release like the effects versions, the effects, just like the effects off their synths. It's very nice. I'm a big fan. I enjoy the effects off the Simplant. The reverb, pretty nice. Definitely can make things sound more metallic. I like the width parameter. You also get a little clipper. Let's try messing with this a little bit. God damn, I need to drink more water. Ooh. Yeah, see, it was like much brighter. I like this. Let's see. I bet I could make some cool noise like textures. That's like, okay, we might go on a side quest here for whoever is in chat. I'm gonna do something where I just make like textures for a second using some stock Ableton devices, because Ableton has a bunch of devices that can emit noise, and then you run it through a vocoder and it can be kind of cool. Hold up, let me find it. It's a delay. You need echo. And then when you go into the character section, you can turn on this noise. Now you just have noise going. You can morph it and do all that stuff. We don't really care about that right now. I'm just gonna load up this noise, and then we put a little vocoder on it. And now you can get like cool noise textures, but hold up. Let's put the bands up. Let's filter out this low end. Now you can get like nice little noise textures, but also if you want, you can like really mess around with it. Hold up, I'm gonna do something even more weird. Let's go into my plugins. Let's go into kilohertz. All right, transient shaper. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've done this before. How did I do it? Okay, you gotta raise the gate up. Maybe we do transient shaper before vocoder. Perhaps. Or no. Or maybe we do vocoder, transient shaper, another vocoder. And for this one, we keep the gate down. Hold up. There's a way to do this. I've done it before. Just gonna try. You know what? We're gonna figure it out with one vocoder. Hold up. No, let's do that. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, let's turn up the level. That will help. Certainly. Turn down the depth. Maybe we do less bands. Let's do 20 bands. 20 bands. Turn down the gate. Okay, now we got like rain-ish. Water. Okay. There we go. There we go. We're getting somewhere. You can make like little, basically shaker sounding things. Like percussion, essentially. Sounds kind of like rain. I bet you there's a way to like control this rhythmically better with a plugin that lets like the signal through on a step sequencer. I'm sure you could do something cool. All right, let's add another one. And another one. All right, too many. All right, I'm gonna mess with this one a little bit. You can make a lot of fun textures. Here, I'll just arm the track and I'll start recording while I mess around. That's rain if I've ever heard it. And then you can like morph the noise and get all sorts of weird little different textures. You just gotta like figure out how to dial in these gates. But yeah, there's just something satisfying about making noise and texture samples. I don't know what it is. You can also do cool stuff where you have a vocoder with noise, for example, and then you enable pitch tracking. I don't know if this will work with noise, but we'll try it. Hold up. Let's turn this down. Maybe we gotta dial in a frequency. Yeah, I don't know if it will work with noise. Maybe not. Maybe if I filter it? Nah. It works with other stuff though. Hold up. Pitch tracking. All right, it's kind of working. And then if you do another one, and if you do them each like 50% maybe, I feel like you should be able to pitch it up. No. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of like make weird sounds with noise and vocoders and whatnot. But I'm not doing a good job at making them right now, so I'm gonna stop. Hi. What else can I mess around with? I feel like I haven't like been doing a lot of sound design where I'm just like playing around. It's always Ooh, we could load up Synplant, but I'm always trying to make like a specific thing. But with Synplant, you can just make weird stuff. I mean, it's just, everything sounds odd. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to do a new random seed. Actually, can I initialize a preset? Let's plant another seed. New random seed. All right, this is the weirdest synth. I'm not the best at using it, but I do enjoy messing around with it. Because you can make so much weird stuff with it. Hold up. Let's... Oh. Let's turn that off. Volume decay. Let's see. Envelope time. Let's do the tilt all the way on this other side. I feel like there should be a way. There is a way of having this envelope. Maybe. How did I do it? There's a way to basically make it loop a bunch, and you kind of have like this little fading out sound. Let's turn off looping maybe. Oh, there we go. You turn it off. Let's turn off the sustain. Now you have like this little weird thing that has a lot of different, basically the sound is going up and down a bunch of times. The volume's changing a bunch of times. If you turn up the decay, you can get some weird stuff happening. It's a siren if I've ever heard one. Yeah, there's just like so many weird sounds that you can get out of this thing. That's somewhat normal. Too normal. That's very lo-fi, I like that. You can kind of use the FM as a vibrato. You gotta work on this filter. Most normal Synplant 2 patch. All right, let's do a new random seed. what is doing that? Is it the mix mod? That's cool. It's the LFO. Ooh, that's a cool bass. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's do a new random seed. The other cool thing you can do is you can always just drop a sample into Simplant and have it figure out how to reproduce your little sample. So let's have it do its thing. And then you can go ahead and take a look at what it's doing. Play it back, pitched. Pretty fun stuff. All right, I'm bored of Simplant. Let's get back. This side quest was uneventful, which is okay. We're having fun. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Ooh. It sounds like a crummy, like little mini cheap snare, but I dig it. Could be fun to layer. I feel like once I have enough of these different samples, I should go through and layer them and resample them. Make bigger sounds. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's see what else we can do. This is the meta though. You have to have a closed tube. And you have to, I guess, do a lower radius. I feel like if you throw a filter on this, let's see. Nah. This is cool though. Can do a little bit less of the snare wire. We have some of the noise thrown in. That definitely helps. Honestly, Simplant is also doing a lot of work. Ooh, this is cool though. I kind of like this version. Yeah. We'll do the Simplantified version too, because that is also pretty neat. You just get a lot of high end from the reverb, which I do enjoy. It's more metallic when you lower the size. Well, and when you turn off the chorus, interesting. That's kind of cool. It's more like a sound effect snare. All right, let's turn this length down. That's like a room reverb. I like that. It's interesting though. It squashes the sound quite a bit. That's probably the clipper, I'm assuming. Maybe we go a little bit less heavy-handed on the clipper. Try it again. Yeah, the clipper was squashing the audio. And I want a little bit more of those transients in here. Oh, I recorded too. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Hey, there we go. Wait, what? What is happening? Oh, goddamn. It's the MIDI. The MIDI's throwing me off. I was like, what? There we go. Perfect. Let's slice this, or rather shorten it. There we go. All right, on to the next one. All right. What happens if the drum head pitch is high, but the resonator pitch is low? That's cool. That's very cool. I wonder, what if we add another layer to this? We load in a snare, and then, ooh, you can make some like very like layered, very large. Oh, that's so much better. Why have I not been doing this? I should be basically layering these snares every single time. Let's do just one. Interesting. I want to, yeah, let's increase this low cut. Ooh, this could be cool. Hold up. Oh, yo, this is the meta. We found it. You have to, oh my God. There's so much cool stuff. Yes. I can't believe synthesizers are just, like, humans figured out how to make real fake drums, if that makes sense. Yeah, humans, I don't know, man. We've done a lot of cool stuff. A lot of terrible stuff, but some cool stuff. Oh, yeah. We found the meta. It is to layer. It's to have multiple layers going at the same time. And let's see. Let's maybe turn up the pitch envelope a little. Just a little bit of modulation. And turn that down. And when you just like combine them, you get a huge sound, which I am a big fan of. Hold up. Yeah, that's cool. It's like you're smacking a big trash can. I like it. Control the snare wire. I could even turn off the noise. Nah, we keep it on. That's so cool. Yeah, I should have been doing this yesterday. I don't know why I was not basically pre-layering the snares. Ooh, that's cool. That is cool. You can have like very tight and snappy snares too. Let's see. Let's see. That is cool. Let's mess with. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. Let's mess with this reverb. I'm gonna turn down the mix. Turn up the size, maybe. Turn down the damping. Lower width. That's cool. Very awesome. Oh, yeah. I should bought Chromaphone years ago. I wonder what kind of like, ooh, I should do layered kicks with it too. That's cool. I figured out how to do claps with it. You got to use the LFO. This is the thing with claps is you basically need it to have a little bit of a tremolo going on. Otherwise, it doesn't sound good. And on the Chromaphone, you know, the envelopes are not super duper sophisticated. So you got to use the LFO to do a little bit of tremolo. But if you have, you know, like Serum, here we'll load up Serum, which I don't really use Serum too much. Oh, there's an update. Great. I'll download it. Why not? But in the meantime, hold up. I don't want to change right now. All right. Okay. So we got Serum. We are going to turn off all the oscillators. We're going to load up some noise. We're also going to arm it. So, what is happening? Why can I not hear it? Because the level's off. Great. We're going to tie this first envelope to the level. Now we have controlled noise to an extent. Let's see. White noise is good. I'm gonna do the bright white. Now, with this, I'm pretty sure we can add more. Hold up. There's a way I know where you can add more points here. You know what? I might switch to Omnisphere because I forgot how to do it in Serum and I don't want to look it up right now, but I know how to do it in Omnisphere. And so we're going to do that instead. All right. We got Omnisphere. We're going to go here. We're going to open up a little bit of noise. We're going to zoom into our little envelopes. And now we just start adding some curves. All right. We're going to take this one here. We're going to add another one. And you need it to do this little tremolo thing where it is ducking in and out. All right. And then we're going to lower this. And then we're going to have the speed. Go up. Hold on. And we're going to figure this out. Ugh. Very wimpy clap, but we're getting somewhere. Let's zoom out. We're going to go into high pass mode. We'll do the 4-bowl. And I feel like around like 1K is where we want to boost. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe like 600. And this definitely needs, it just needs to be louder, but it's a clap. Let's see. We go into color, saturator. There we go. Definitely do low cut, I guess, from like here. There we go. And then let's load up the valve. No, not the valve radio. Hold up. I think it's amplifier, thrift shop speaker. Yes. We're going to have it go through some terrible speakers and see how we can make this clap sound. Also cheap keys. Oh, I was like imagining car keys like a dummy. What if we switch places? Oh, how do I switch places? Why is this? I was doing it. There we go. I was like, I was doing it yesterday. All right, let's see what else we can do. iMac bubble speaker. That's horrible. Megaphones. That could be cool. Ooh, that's dope. Stereo is weird. Megaphones might be it. Loud. Yeah, you can make so many like different cool percussion sounds by running it through this thrift shop little thing. I'm a big fan. Huge fan of this little Omnisphere effect. Yeah, I might record this. Definitely can be louder. Let me try to get it louder before I commit. Let's see. I could probably add some sort of like dynamics potentially. I mean, I don't want to squash the sound. I just want to make it louder. Let's try Tape Slimer. Let's try something else. I don't want any wow or flutter. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Noisemaker is cool because it just adds like a little bit of noise afterwards. Use like you're running it through some sort of gear, and we're gonna do it fast. And that's just gonna like color it a little bit. It's very subtle. Do we add another tube saturator? Perhaps. Let's try something else. Maybe some distortion. This is not gonna be it. I know this is not gonna be it, but I want to try it. Sure, let's turn on the wave shaper. Do I do 4? Yeah, toxic is not it. But I'm glad I tried it. Maybe an amplifier. I don't know if I want bassman. Too much. What if I, yeah, it's not bad if I turn it up. I like that. All right, we're gonna record it. We'll figure out how to make it louder later. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we can do. Maybe we take some of these away. That's cool. I like that. Nice little perk. But yeah, there's so much you could do just with noise and some effects. Noise, a little tremolo envelope thing, and running it through a bunch of different effects. You can get a lot of cool sounds. Let's have this go through Noisemaker again. And we're going to do it on fast. And let's see, old stuff. That's cool. Let's do, we could try a reverb. That's cool. I like that. Let's try some other speakers. I should basically just, a whole sample pack could be me running this noise through all the different speakers on here because they're just so cool. At least to my ear. And I might do that a little bit. Hold up, I might record this longer to get the entire reverb in the sample. There we go. There we go. All right, I know what that is now. That is just Omnisphere. Cool. All right. Let's see. Perhaps I can make this a little more interesting. Let's do the wave shaper. Let's also just like turn off the effects for now. I want to hear how it sounds regular. And if you reduce the sample rate, it becomes cooler a lot of the time. I could also, like, why am I not just boost the volume a little more. Let's see. I feel like I could mess with this envelope a little more. Interesting. I want more release, you know? Too much release. Not that much. There we go. That's what I want. All right, let's figure out. Can loop it. That's always fun. I like this. It's very crunchy. It's a very crunchy clap. Speed it up by 2x. I think that's the move. What if we add another oscillator, do some more noise? I wonder, will they have other types of noise here? I'm sure they will not. So we go back to our regular noise. And we create another one. Let's turn it on. Oh, it goes through the same envelope. Amazing. I wonder, can I actually have it go through a different envelope though? No, I don't want to save that preset. Thank you. I wonder. Layer envelopes. Let's see. Let's try something. If I edit something on this envelope, okay, it affects the other one too, which I don't like. Is there not a way for me to control all the envelopes on the layer separately? Because I feel like there should be. I would like there to be a way to do that. Let's make this happen, Omnisphere. Ooh, that's cool. What if we do... I don't know if ring mod would do anything. Unison might be fun. Just make it larger sounding. What would happen if we turn on granular? Nothing, I suppose. All right, no granular. I assume frequency modulation is not going to do much with noise. All right, let's turn some of these on. Let's see. Let's change the distortion. Let's actually just turn that off. That's kind of cool. Yeah, okay. We found the meta. The meta is we run it through the different speakers and we end up with a lot of sounds. And I'm just gonna record them all at once instead of, you know, just hitting record and doing it one at a time. Hold up. That's so odd. Cassette recorders. Amazing. Let's turn off the velvet reverb. That's crazy. Why does that sound like that? All right, that's enough. Let's see. Let's see which ones we like now. We recorded a lot there. And I'll be honest, some of them sounded terrible. Some of them sounded horrific. And let's make sure we delete this. And we delete this. Cool. But a lot of them sounded cool. I enjoyed this one for sure. I may have to like dial in some of the other ones, a bunch of the other ones. All right, we got rid of that. We got rid of that. We got rid of that. We keep this one. I think it's different enough. It's like a whole different tone. Make it a little bit longer. All right. We got this thing. Yeah, it's just like too overdriven. This is kind of cool. I like this. I don't know what it is. It is like a little clippy, but I'm a fan. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the beauty of sounds. It's all subjective. See, that one I didn't like. Too clippy. Didn't like that. I also feel like some of these would be nice to layer, you know? So, what I shall do is keep them. And if I don't like them, I'll delete them later. Sick. All right, these are gonna be good. They're so close. I feel like for layering purposes, they'll be fine, but I like that one. I like this one. It's like beefier than the others, just a little bit. Yeah, this one's cool. We'll keep you. Ooh, yeah, this one's a nice one. All right, we're keeping you. These sound too similar. Ooh, this one's nice. Let's hear this one again. I feel like, okay. My thought was we would run into a bunch that had similar tones, but I was wrong. We're keeping this for now. These are all like very nice for lo-fi-ish sounding stuff. And you know what upsets me about lo-fi hip-hop? I enjoy it a lot, but I feel like it's just gotten taken over by AI, and it upsets me. It's just like too easy to make. And some of it is kind of boring, but there are cool versions of it. And now it's just, it has been taken over by AI. And if you use AI to make music, oh boy. If you're out there prompting Suno, not good. I like that. Too similar here. I like this. This one's a little different. That's cool. Let's see. I feel like I got rid of the start just a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. That's cool. We keep that. You can like reinvent the same clap a bunch of times. Yeah, I might have to drop these for freezies on the Patreon, perhaps. Just the claps. I like this one. The other ones are kind of meh. But this one, that's a good one. Oh boy. Sound design makes no sense, people. Yeah, that one's a good one. The others, not as good. I like this one too, honestly. This one, also a good one. It's just filtered nice. There we go. Why did I record so many? There's got to be a way, I feel like, in Ableton to easily make a multi-sampled instrument. Because I feel like if I record like different takes of these claps going through like different speakers but similar-ish sounding, you can make a nice little like multi-sampled clap. But alas, I don't know how to do that in an easy way, and I don't have the patience to like sit there and figure it out, at least not on stream. Maybe later though, maybe in another stream. I gotta do more streams where I'm just learning stuff because I'm so rusty. I've been spending the last like year and some change, couple years probably at this point, just messing around on hardware. So I've forgotten a decent chunk of how to do stuff in Ableton. And I'm sure if I Google it, there's a way to create multi-sampled instruments quickly. Yeah, I don't like that. I do like that. That's a good clap. Lots of good claps. I don't know what it is about drums, but drums, and then like I feel like I'm a sucker for drums and then just putting vibrato on any synth. You're just doing some pitch modulation. I'm like, ooh, that's nice. That's cool. This is interesting now. But if it doesn't have vibrato and if it's not drums, I don't want any part of it. That's why I don't enjoy making bass sounds too much. And like the super creative like FME bass sounds that are like the EDM ones, I'm just not a fan. That's cool. These are very similar, but I like both of them. I think I'm going to keep the second one though. I like it a little bit more. Hold up. Yeah, I think I'm good on the rest. Oh my god, I have so many more. I'm good on these. I like this. Sounds very old-timey, like it's going through a telephone. And I'm a fan. I am a fan of it. Yeah, this sample pack is getting pretty large. I forgot what I even recorded here. Hold up, let's save so we don't lose stuff. I recorded some cool stuff here, I feel like. Oh, that's what I was doing. Hold up, let me turn down the volume. I was recording textures. Yeah, if you like high pass it, it sounds pretty cool. Oh, brother. What was I thinking? I also like have this, I wouldn't call it an obsession, but joy. I don't know. It brings me joy when I do this, when I like try to synthesize noise by having like a wave go through a sample and hold LFO, like the pitch, and then you get noise, and it's kind of fun. That might be a fun thing to try and use to make a little what's its face? Okay, hold up. How do I just do an init patch? I'm so rusty. Initialize patch. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try something. So we're gonna go into the mod matrix. We are going to do LFO1. The target is gonna be the oscillator pitch. It doesn't matter if it's coarse or fine. The amount is gonna be all the way up. Okay, we're gonna turn the rate up. We need random, or hold up. I don't think it's fast enough. It needs to be much, much faster. You can kind of hear it. I wonder if I do 2 sample and hold, or random rather. Is there like a, I don't know what the P is for, but is there like a super fast mode? Let's try, we're gonna do LFO2, amount all the way up. Maybe we do pitch fine. No, it has to be coarse. Let's do coarse again. It works on the electron boxes. And I wonder if I can make it not synced. I don't even know what this does. What if I do it here? Oh, is it just whether it's positive or not? No, that's the plus button. Hold up. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's probably the phase, right? It's got to be the phase. So we'll do the phase different here. Hold up. What if I do a specialty? Do they have like a comb filters? I'm sure they do. Let's try format filter. I don't think it's fast enough. The LFO is not fast enough on Omnisphere. It needs to go up more hertz, like a lot more. And then it should be possible. I wonder, are the LFOs faster on Serum? Because perhaps we might be able to synthesize noise on Serum, and that could be enjoyable for me. All right, let's make sure. Let's go up a few octaves. I do think it is faster on Serum. Let's see, we need... Actually... hold up. Matrix. I want to get rid of this. Actually, we're just going to change it to coarse pitch. Yeah, that's better. And then we're going to change this shape from a sine to random. There needs to be like a much faster rate. Hertz 100. It doesn't go faster. I want it to go to like, I don't know, like 1,000 hertz. I mean, another way I could do it is probably like with, okay, that's how I could do it. I could do it with FM. Why didn't I just do that from the get-go? Turn down the volume. And then I wonder, can I use a random waveform? Or I guess I could use a noise. Hold up, that's what you do. Okay, what am I doing? We don't need the LFO. We're gonna go into the matrix. We are gonna turn that off. All right, and then what we're gonna do is go into our oscillator and we're gonna change this FM. We're gonna do it for noise. But I want it like filtered. And I want it filtered on a high pass. And we're going to turn the noise off. Wait, no, we turn it on. Levels all the way down. Interesting. Can I get rid of that low end? I feel like it's not getting rid of the low end. It's not getting rid of enough of the low end. Let's change this. Oh, it's probably because it was a sine. What if we do unison? What'll happen then? Nice stereo noise. Let's turn the level down. I bet we can make this like rhythmic. It's like a little hi-hat generator almost. Let's see. Custom. Let's do flat sample and hold. Oh wait, No, we could just use the sample and hold. Let's add some decay. Oh, do I need to keep the sustain? I feel like if I do normal and then I do, perhaps I do sample and hold a random curve. We should have more attack here. Let's lower this. Do that. So this is basically our envelope, our amp envelope. How do I add more stuff? Do I double click? Yep, sure do. Oh, you can make like cool little rhythms with your LFO and just using some noise. This is fun. And now if you play a bunch of them at once. This is dope, relaxing and educational. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm learning myself. I'm just like messing around with Serum because I don't use it enough. But if you just automate the volume of the noise, you can, with the LFO, you can get a lot of cool little sounds. I'm sure there's like even more cool shit you could do with this, honestly. Let me start a new init patch. Init preset. Honestly, there's so much cool stuff you could just do with FM. And maybe we put an envelope on the, no, that's not what I wanted to put an envelope on. You put an envelope on this. And we can do some decay, no sustain, maybe some release, maybe more decay. And perhaps we use some of that envelope. Oh no, I didn't want it on there. I want it on the wavetable position. That's where I want it. There we go. And I'm gonna pick a different one. I'm gonna do, just gonna pick a random one. Oh, you know what would be even cooler? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the matrix, the mod matrix, and there should be a random one. Would note on random work? Let's see. Yes, note on random does indeed work. So note on random will basically have our wavetable position jump, which is kind of fun. Now I just need to find a different wavetable. That's actually... Why am I getting like the little... I don't like that. It's like being overdriven a little bit. Let's maybe change our starting wavetable. Maybe we do a vowel. And we can maybe go an octave down. And this is where things get fun. A desert level in Mario 64? Hell yeah. I could see it. Kind of sounds like a fart a little bit. Wonder what'll happen. We go some octaves down. Let's try a different one. I kind of want this to fade in. Maybe we turn up the release. That is fun. We haven't even messed with the filter yet. What if we put a comb filter? And I should be able to map this to the note. This is cool. And what I kind of want to happen to the resonance is I want it to like slowly go up. Not like that at all. It needs more attack. Sustain can stay up. I don't really care about the decay too much. That's cool. You know what would be actually even cooler is not that. It's, hold up, we turn that off. Instead, maybe we do the LFO. We do what, like LFO? I mean, I could do LFO 1. I'm not really using it for anything. That's kind of cool. And we don't even have effects on this yet. Oh, what am I doing? I did not want to do that. Hold up. Let's load in maybe like a basic sine wave. Oh, I'm on LFO 2 4K. Do I have LFO 2 mapped here? It should be LFO 1. We want LFO 1. There we go. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take LFO 2 and go into LFO 1 and then map that to the rate. And then we're going to have this probably just, I have the wrong, there we go. Actually, no, it should be a triangle. Just needs to go slowly. And in our mod matrix, we can this should probably be a mono patch. I mean, we could just do that probably. Let's see. Do we do bode? No. Perhaps we try some distortion. I don't know how I feel about the LFO modulating the rate. Perhaps, I don't feel like it's the right shape. Maybe we try like a, I don't know, we try this guy. And then we do like, let's see, they're both set on retrig. Perhaps one of these should be free. This should probably be free, maybe? All right, I don't know if soft clip was the right one. That's crazy. That is insane. But I don't think that's the one. I don't know if distortion is what we're gonna do necessarily. Oh, you know what might be cool though? Maybe we could try some hyper. Can widen it. I could also just add unison. Yeah, why didn't I do that? What's your opinion on the Nord Lead 2X? My dad got it for me like 15 years ago as a graduation gift, and it's the only synth I've owned. I actually don't know much about the Nord Lead, but I can look it up. Generally, though, when it comes to Nord synths, I am not a fan. I do like their ePiano thingies, but I don't know much about the Nord Lead 2X. Let's see. I'm sure you can make cool stuff with it nonetheless. Oh, 20 voices. They always have like an insanely high amount of voices. All right. What was it doing? 4 octaves. All right. Hard sync to oscillator 1. Okay, so it's a 2 oscillator synth. Linear deep frequency modulation of oscillator 1 from oscillator 2. I'm sure you can make a lot of cool sounds with it. I don't know much about it. It sounds like it's more like digital FME sounding, which can be cool. Oh, it has percussion kits. So it's like one of those, it's got like samples and stuff. Yeah. My opinion is if you're having fun with it and if you enjoy using it, then it's a good synth for you. Yeah, if it's fun to mess around with, that's all that matters. If it's not fun, get rid of it. Let's see. But yeah, if you enjoy using it, then that's awesome. That's all that matters. Yeah, I'm kind of done with this patch. We're going to start over. I want to make something more lo-fi and more up my alley. We're just going to put this on the little... We'll do semitones. No, we're not going to do semitones. We're going to do fine tuning. And then we're going to increase the rate. How do you end up getting into sound design and being an overall synth lord? Honestly, just accidentally. I made music in college. And then I took a long break after college when I got into just like working and being a corporate guy. And then I was like, wow, I am disillusioned to just being a corporate working person. I need more fun things. I used to like making music. I wonder if I start doing that, how that would feel. And then I started doing it again and I was like, oh, this is great. I should keep doing this. This is a lot more meaningful than just, only worrying about my career. And then I really started enjoying synthesizers and learning about how they worked and trying to get in the weeds and make weird sounds. And then I got really into drums. And so I spent a lot of time making drums with these weird synths. And then I just went on like a frenzy of buying a bunch of different synths. And yeah, and throughout all that time, I was making content. So I was making mostly like Ableton tutorials for the longest time. But that did not really pop off. What started popping off, funnily enough, was me like doing stupid sound design stuff with the OP1 field, which is somewhere in this room. But yeah, it's kind of how I got into it. And I feel like I've been doing it at this point like 2 years and some change, going into 3 years. But yeah, for the longest time, it was there were no views, and there still aren't very many views, but I'm grateful for like having the audience that I have and just sitting here making sounds. And there's like a lot of funnily enough, even for a small creator, there's like a lot of people just like trying to shit on you all the time. But it's like, you know, you just keep rolling with it and try to remind yourself of what the part of making music that you like. And for me right now, that's sound design. The new Teenage Engineering Rhythm MPC is hilarious. Yeah, I thought about buying it, but then I just like looked at what they added to it and looked at the cost, and I was like, you haven't really added anything to it. Other than like I'm getting, it's like a $300 sample pack. At this point, because I already have a KO2. I'm just like, add the new features that you added to the rhythm to the KO2. But yeah, Teenage Engineering does the thing where I feel like it's like a Taylor Swift album where they release like 17 versions of the same thing, and they're like, but this one has like 3 sounds that you can't, and like 2 features you can't get on any of the other ones. And it's just like, just give me all the features on one thing, please. And I appreciate you saying I make good content. I think it is okay. Sometimes it is good. Most of the time I am too like tired from my day job to sit there and like be thoughtful. Yeah, the medieval one probably got them thinking for that money grab. Yeah. The medieval one, I feel like, you know, I mean, Teenage Engineering knows what they're doing. They're memeing a lot. They're like, how do we meme our way to some, like, selling some units? And they're like, medieval samples. And it's like, okay, all right, sure. Make some medieval samples. And then they're like, all right, the rhythm, I don't think they're memeing. The rhythm, I think, like, they're actually trying to do something. But it's just like, I don't know. I can't justify if you already have a KO2, I think it's hard to justify spending more money on a rhythm. Let's see. All right, I think I'm done with these claps. I got too many claps. I got claps, I got kicks. I should make some hi-hats, and I'm probably going to do it with microtonic. And this thing always surprises me because it's so simple. And yet, you can make so many complex sounds. It's way too loud though. In my ears, at least. I need to turn my... Hold up. We also need to just go down 12 dB. That's much better. All right. So the way you do hi-hats is you got to go on noise, turn up the EQ, the oscillator doesn't matter. It's all just noise. Cool. We're on that, and then you do short decay. And this is basically it. These are hi-hats, but you can kind of shape them. You could also do the thing where you actually take the oscillator, you do a very high frequency, you probably do the pitch mod up, and then you got to turn the rate up to get like a little transient. Maybe we do the noise one. Yeah, you can have like little different noise timbres. And then you figure out how to mix them together. But you can make so many cool sounds with the Microtonic. I feel like it's very underrated, and it came out like 15 years ago, which is crazy. But the company that makes it, which I forget what they're called, Sonic Charge, they make some really cool stuff. They make truly unique like plugins where you're like, yo, how did you even think of this? You know? Let's see. I want to do like a little metallic. There we go. Like something more metallic for a transient. That's good. Ish. This is kind of reminding me of making drums on the Teenage Engineering OP1 field. Oh, you can make bells. Yeah, you can make so many cool sounds. Just a little siren. And all you're doing is just adding a transient that's a little bit different. And another thing you could do, obviously you could add distortion. I don't know why you would want to, but you can dial in some EQ, which is cool. You can really change up the tone of the hi-hat or whatever drum sound you make. What kind of disappoints me though is you can't really make realistic sounding snares. At least I haven't been able to. All right. On that note, it is late, so I'm probably going to end the stream. And peace out. Thank you for watching, people. See ya.